Under a silver window, the night came looking for me, with your name among the shadows and the moon resting in the air. There was calmness in the curtains and silence in the hall, as if time itself were breathing only to hear our love. Your footsteps came so softly, like someone who won't leave yet. And even the wind upon the balcony stopped only to follow you. Under a silver window, I still hear your voice, like the light of early morning resting softly over us. Under a silver window, our love remained there still, like a black and white dream that the night left inside me. Your gaze crossed through the room like a flash that made no sound, and your quiet little laughter made the dark a gentle place. The stars so far away forgot they had to fall, but the moon, the moment it saw you, still wanted only just to hear you. Even the shadows in the portraits leaned down just to follow you, and the clock in that same moment forgot how to insist. Under a silver window, I still hear your voice, like the light of early morning resting softly over us. Under a silver window, our love remained there still, like a black and white dream that the night left inside me. Maybe love is only this, a window and a moonlit sky, one moment made so peaceful that never wants to end. And even when the early morning takes the brightness from the place, there still remains inside my chest everything I wish to keep. Under a silver window, I still see the two of us, like a frame in gentle light, that silence left behind. Under a silver window, nothing ever learned to fade. It was in the peace of that night that I learned how to love you. The night learned your name out on the balcony, hearing you, with the moon between the rooftops and the cold resting in the air. Your gaze shone in the darkness without needing to call me near, as if the sky for just a moment had stopped only to look. Your footsteps came so slowly, like someone who knows how to stay. And even the wind among the shadows stopped only to listen to you. The night learned your name and still whispers it this way, like the light of midnight resting softly over me. stayed for later on. The clock out in the hallway lost its hurry to keep time, and the silence in the wood began to understand you. The stars up high above forgot they had to fall, but the moon, the moment it saw your laughter, wanted only just to hear you. Even the shadow on the wall leaned down just to follow you, and the darkness of that hour learned how to reflect. Love may be a quiet room with moonlight resting over me, one moment made so peaceful that never found its ending. And even when the early morning closes all the doors around, there still remains inside my chest everything I wish to keep. The night learned your name, and it never wanted to forget. Like the calmest kind of beauty I have ever seen at night, the night learned your name, and I still hear sometimes the quietest little moment when you touched my heart. Blue light on the empty street fell softly on the ground, and your quiet, gentle footsteps made a home inside my heart. The shop windows were almost sleeping in the quiet cold of that place, but your face brought in a brightness that the dark wished to keep. Your gaze arrived so calmly, like someone who knows how to stay. And even the wind between the buildings stopped only to watch you. Blue light on the empty street still shines inside me now, like the deepest kind of calm resting softly over us. Blue light on the empty street made time begin to bend, and I still hear your footsteps when the night comes back again. Smoke was rising softly from the rooftops through the air, and your laughter, low and quiet, made the night begin to breathe. Cars kept fading in the distance without the courage left to stay, but the street, the moment it saw you, still wanted only just to listen. Even the shadows in the windows leaned down just to follow you, and the clock out on the sidewalk forgot how to insist. Blue light on the empty street still shines inside me now, like the deepest kind of calm resting softly over us. Blue light on the empty street made time begin to bend, and I still hear your footsteps that silence true for me. Blue light on the empty street, nothing there said goodbye. It was in the peace of that night that my heart first learned to feel you. After midnight, the house seemed to breathe so slow. The light left on in the hallway barely wanted to fade. I found you there beside the stairs, with your coat held in your hand, and such a beautiful tiredness resting softly in your tongue. Your gaze arrived so gently, like it did not want to break the little peace that still exists when the whole world falls quiet. Softly after midnight, your love moved through me like a distant low radio that the dark could hear. Softly after midnight, everything in me stayed this way, like a room still left illuminated, that you left inside of me. The wood along the balcony held the coldness of the place, and your laughter, low and guarded, made the hour lie itself down. Outside, the cars kept passing with no wish to turn around, but the glow inside the kitchen still wanted to keep you there. Even the glass upon the window fogged itself to follow you, and the rising smoke of coffee lifted only just to feel you. Softly after midnight, your love moved through me like a distant low radio that the dark could hear. Softly after midnight, everything in me stayed this way, like a room still left illuminated, that you left inside of me. There are moments that don't pass, even when the daylight comes. They stay quiet through the house, not wanting to leave either. And what happened there between us, time could never quite undo. It still lives inside the simple things that remained within my heart. Softly after midnight, I still go back there now, to the warmth of that still pause that stayed alive in me. Softly after midnight, nothing there knew how to end. It was in the calm of waiting that I learned how to keep you. There was a blue light in the room, and the window was half open to the night. You didn't say anything when you came in, but you brought with you that kind of calm that changes the way things feel. Even the air seems slower, as if it already knew that something important was about to stay. Your gaze rested on mine without hurry, like someone who already knew the silence in that place. That was where the blue silence stayed, between the lamp's soft hair keep glowing somewhere inside us. The old wood of the house held little sounds inside it, and even so, everything felt quiet. You placed your hand on the table, looked through the window for a few seconds, and I had the strange feeling that time was watching us without wanting to interrupt. Outside, the early morning kept moving, and here the world had stopped at one exact point of peace. That was where the blue silence stayed, between the lamp's soft haze and the distant sound of the city. That was where I understood that some nights do not end when they are over. They keep glowing somewhere inside us. Love does not always arrive in words. Sometimes it only fills the space, sits beside us, breathes slowly, and turns the dark into something that can hold us. That is what happened that night. No promises, no excess, only presence. And since then the blue silence stayed quiet in the deepest place of memory. Like a low light no one ever turns off, like a night that still lives in everything I never forgot. You spoke so softly that the whole night seemed to come closer. It wasn't an important sentence, not one of those things that change everything at once. It was only your voice moving through the air slowly, and somehow that was enough to make the room feel different. In that moment, even the silence changed places, as if it wanted to listen more carefully to whatever was there between us. It was a whisper beneath the night, almost nothing, and still it stayed the way certain lights remain after we close the window, the way certain names remain when no one says them anymore. Quiet, but impossible to forget. Outside, the city kept going in the distance, with its little sounds and its windows glowing far away. In here, everything felt slower. You leaned against the door frame, looked at me like someone who knew that some hours do not need much to last. There was peace in that pause, in the slowness of breathing, in the way time stopped asking for hurry. It was a whisper beneath the night, almost nothing, and still it stayed the way certain nights remain after we close the window, the way to forget. Maybe that is what remains, not the grand gestures, not the things we explain, but what arrives slowly and finds its place in memory without asking permission. That is what happened that night. It made no sound, it simply stayed. And ever since then, whenever the house falls quiet, I return to that moment, to the low sound of your voice, to the calm that entered with it, to the simple way a single presence can change everything. There was a moment when the night simply stopped. Not because of the sky, not because of the city outside. It was when you stood in front of me without saying anything, with that rare kind of calm that does not need to explain its own presence. The low light of the lamp rested softly on the wood, and everything around us seemed willing to accept the silence. That was when the night stood still, right in the middle of something with no name, no promise, no goodbye, only the moment breathing between us. That was when the night stood still, and I understood without effort that some hours remain even after they are gone. The hallway held the dim light, like someone protecting a memory. Outside, a distant car, a lit window, some unimportant sound. But in here, everything felt gathered around the things we did not say. You placed your hand on the table and looked around the room slowly. That was enough for time to lose the need to move on. That was when the night stood still, right in the middle of something with no name, no promise, no goodbye, only the moment breathing between us. That was when the night stood still, and I understood without effort that some hours remain even after they are gone. Maybe love is also this, not excess, not what announces itself, but what changes the temperature of the world without touching anything. A presence, a pause, a whole room holding the same air. And ever since then, whenever the early morning feels deeper, I return to that quietness, to the way you stood there, to the way everything slowed down, to the small miracle of an entire night, stopping only to exist. Our shadow in the hallway appeared before any word. The light was coming softly through the half-open and even that was enough to draw across the floor. A kind of memory that had barely happened and already felt old. You stood close without touching anything, and even so, everything around us changed places. Our shadow in the light of night stayed where the house falls quiet, not like a goodbye, not like a promise. It stayed the way some things do, things we do not know how to name, but recognize later in everything that still aches slowly. Outside, the city kept going with its low distance sounds, and its buildings still awake in here. There was only the soft creak of wood and the space between one glance and another. You leaned against the door frame and time seemed willing to accept that. There was no need to say much, that hour already knew what was happening before we did. Our shadow in the light of night stayed where the house falls quiet, not like a goodbye, not like a promise. It stayed the way some things do, things we do not know how to name, but recognize later in everything that still aches slowly. Maybe some nights remain like that, quiet, held inside the outline of simple things. A hallway, an open door, a low light, two presences sharing the same moment. And ever since then, whenever the house grows dark too early, I remember that shadow, the way it stayed between us, almost alive, almost saying something, almost being what never stopped existing.